Dude, how about them Braves?
I don't fucking watch baseball.
They-
I watch 3 innings of a Red Sox game
yeah,
once a month.
that's fair.
Red Sox real bad.
I don't. I've not been watching Braves, but they've been
I know-
winning by like 27 runs.
Yeah,
And I was like, well, I gotta turn on a game in case that happens again. You know, it's been one of those.
yeah, the Braves are real good. Go Bravos.
Yeah. I don't. The only thing about going to like a baseball game now is just like
Takes so long. It's so hot outside.
so hot and mosquitoes.
Not the mosquitoes.
Not the mosquitoes.
Not the mosquitoes.
You know, there is one place that has worse mosquitoes though.
Thailand.
It's gonna be
Thailand.
Verisboro, North Carolina.
They have worse. Oh, you're gonna tell me? Oh, this is a fucking cold open. Oh shit! I forgot we did these.
So today on My Neighbor Mothman, we're gonna be talking about the Galinipper.
I don't like that.
Welcome to My Neighbor Mothman.
I don't like
I'm
that
Levi.
name at all.
No, it's terrible. It's a terrible name. I'm Levi.
I'm Zachary. I thought we were just gonna talk about how about.
Yeah.
Yeah, go ahead.
I was like, how can I set up talking about mosquitoes? And I was like, the Braves.
The whole thing was a
The
setup.
whole thing was a setup.
Damn.
There was a break in our conversation, and I restarted it to set that up. And I was
You fucking got me. You got me real good.
yeah, I could tell. I could see it in your face.
I was like, yeah, man, mosquitoes do suck. Baseball games would be cool if mosquitoes didn't exist.
So Verisboro, this is My Neighbor Mothman. We do talk about cryptids and
Ghosts.
aliens and ghosts and
Mountains.
spooky things.
And local high school politics.
Oh, God, I hope not.
No, we haven't done that for like a month.
Yeah,
We probably shouldn't.
we've been pretty good about not naming people by their full names again.
I mean, I can open up.
that we know directly. I would say.
I can open up
You
Facebook.
don't have to.
Let's see who's posted recently on Instagram.
Verisboro, just north of Fayetteville, North Carolina,
Oh, would you
on
look
the
at that?
eastern
It's
bank.
Jacob Dallas Grindle.
On the eastern bank of the Cape Fear River.
What a cool river name.
Right?
What a cool river.
Spectacular river name.
Don't get a lot of cool river names anymore.
Well, there's not much there now. At the beginning of the 19th century, when Cape Fear was one of the major transportation routes through North Carolina, Verisboro was once a thriving hub and home of a substantial lumber industry, profiting from cutting timber in the swamplands.
Now, do you know who could take care of this thing in a heartbeat?
Who's that?
Who lives in North Carolina?
Who's that?
Team Extreme, baby.
Yeah.
The Hardy Boys. We're back. We're back to wrestling.
So, in case you've not been paying attention in the last few episodes, we have been watching wrestling.
Yeah, we've been watching
And
so much
it's
wrestling.
bled over into just everything at this point.
All right, we're going to go on our Truman Show spiel for a split second. Things
This
that were...
is too meta, I think. We can't talk to the camera about the Truman Show.
But what if it...
This is just this is the interstitial in a fucking
Yeah.
Jersey Shore.
This is how we get to prove which one of us is Truman, because it is one of us.
One of us is Truman for sure.
Because we started watching wrestling, and Overwatch 2, which we had talked so much about on the podcast,
Yeah.
just brought John Cena in.
Yep.
Huh? Weird timing, John Cena Overwatch. And then Hot Mulligan wants to put out wrestling merch.
Oh yeah.
I just went to see Hot Mulligan, and I know I've talked about Hot Mulligan on the show before, and there was one more, wasn't there? Didn't someone else just do wrestling merch?
I mean, Kind of Funny just did wrestling merch.
Yeah, Kind of Funny does do a lot of wrestling.
They do a lot of Greg's like a contractor for them.
Yeah. There's a lot
He
of
got hit
weird
in the head
wrestling
with a guitar
crossover.
lately.
I saw that. I saw Jeff Jarrett do that.
Jeff Jarrett is harassing him. It's been pretty solid.
Jeff Jarrett also did that to someone else recently.
Yeah.
Because I saw it on another podcast
Oh, good.
where he just hit some man over the head with a guitar, and I went, huh, that's weird. Someone needs to stop Jeff Jarrett.
No, it's great promotion for that fucking game.
It is. He's AEW?
Now, yeah.
Okay.
He was. I mean, they're all fucking WWE. Back
Oh, I
then.
know. I remember Jeff Jarrett.
Yeah.
All right, let's go back to the whatever his name was.
So the mosquitoes in the woods are particularly large and particularly vicious.
Okay.
But there is one kind of mosquito that puts the rest to shame.
It wears a bunch of mesh and cool jeans.
And does flips off the the
Yeah.
top of cages.
Does cool
Yep.
flips.
The Galinipper is a mosquito as big as a hawk. So, a chicken-sized mosquito, roughly. For
Okay. Still
people
pun.
who don't know how big a hawk is, because that's an odd
Yeah.
size reference.
But they must have used hawk to get like the intimidation factor.
Yeah. Oh,
Cause-
yeah.
Because chickens and hawks very similar in size. A chicken
Not as scary.
does not intimidate me. I will punt one clean into the
Yeah.
fucking atmosphere.
I feel like yeah, a hawk would dive at me.
Yeah, they do that.
Yeah.
I'd catch it.
Did you see there was a video the other day of a guy, he was fishing and he caught one and threw it back in the water and an eagle comes down and fucking scoops it. That was wild.
Have you been seeing those people doing like drive-bys with birds?
Yeah, I've seen a couple of those.
With like those invasive species? Those things
Yeah.
are so fucking crazy. How does that bird know how to do that?
And like people who have like just talk to crows all the time.
I want to
Those are spectacular.
I want to fucking do that so bad. Like that one that's got all the little baby toys
Oh,
and
yeah,
they put it in
yeah.
and out of it. My baby can't do that. She's not even a crow. She has no shapes.
So the sting it carries on its head could slice all the way through a man's arm.
Huh?
A bite from the Galinipper could mean death. The mosquito can drain all the blood from a man in a single gulp.
Hey, this motherfucker. Huh?
Now, I am realizing now that this is another Truman Show moment for me,
Uh-oh.
and
Are
not
you?
you.
Oh, no, that means you're Truman. Oh, man.
So the sci-fi original movie Man-Skeeto
Which I've heard of. Uh-huh.
features a man
Who is a
turns
mosquito.
into a mosquito. Just full one pull drains somebody in that movie, and they go from a full person to like skin and bones.
Yeah,
Like
yeah.
like
Like they would in a
like they
sci-fi
would in a
movie.
sci-fi movie. And that picture just hit me. From that scene hit me directly. Ugh, bad movie. Don't watch that.
You said it was a sci-fi movie, and I assume so.
Yeah, it is a sci-fi original movie.
Yeah.
Pre Sharknado. This is like 04.
Here's my theory on... Give me his name again.
Galinipper.
Galinipper. This is my theory. They just got a vampire.
Yeah.
They just got a vampire that's going around who's got, like... He doesn't get his transformation problems right... powers right.
Yeah.
Try to transform into a bat, just transform into a big mosquito.
Well, the good news is there's a story to go along with this.
Oh, sweet.
Of multiple witnesses.
Okay.
So the lumber crews that work the swamp are drawn from all over North Carolina to cut in this area, kind of thing.
To limb the burr.
Yeah, to limb the burr, if you would. So two rival work crews ended up working in the same woods, kind of thing.
Lumberjack gang.
Lumberjack gangs, yeah. One of them was the leader of the Chatham County gang, Red Saunders.
What a fucking lumberjack name.
Right?
What a good lumberjack.
Now, the next line is the description here
Of Red Saunders?
of Red Saunders, and this
Oh
is
my
the first
God.
part of the description
I can't wait
before
for
it
this.
gets to a physical one.
Okay.
Saunders was a braggart.
What does that mean?
He brags.
Oh, okay.
He was continually showing off and boasting about how he was the strongest, toughest man, not only in the swamp, but most likely in all of North Carolina, maybe even the whole world.
Sir, I don't know if you've heard of these two brothers that live in North Carolina,
Also from North Carolina.
but I can guarantee you that you can't, Jeff Hardy can cut down a tree.
Yeah.
You can't do a swanton bomb without killing yourself.
The men from the other crew were getting tired of hearing him brag, and even his own men were starting to get tired of him hearing him brag.
Fair.
So one day, some of the men decided to get him, right?
Yeah, they're gonna get him.
They're gonna get him.
They're gonna
gonna
get him.
pull one over on him. They approached him, admitted,
Just like Jeff Hardy did to Matt Hardy
God
in the
damn it.
wrestling event we watched last night.
he thought, they were like, yeah, you're tough, but there was one thing in the swamp even tougher than him: the mosquitoes.
Oh,
The mosquitoes in the swamp.
okay.
They bet Saunders wasn't brave enough to strip off his shirt, lie on the ground, and let the mosquitoes go to work on him for a full hour.
What the fuck?
Yeah.
All right, guys, let's get him. How should we do it?
Yeah. Have this?
Hey, prank him. Prank him, John.
So, of course, he can take anything.
Yeah, he can.
Of course he can take anything.
He's Red Saunders.
They found a corner of the island where they were working, where the clouds of mosquitoes were really thick and dense.
Yeah.
You know, like they're swarming. They built a small fire to give off some smoke for shelter for the rest of them.
Yeah, smart.
And then he laid down, face down, and let the mosquitoes just bite him on the back.
Okay. Why now? I guess I get the back because you don't want your face,
Yeah.
but that thing's gonna itch, and there's gonna be a whole bunch of that
There's a
that
whole
you
bunch that
can't reach.
Yeah.
Wait, Red Saunders could probably reach all of his back
Of course he could.
because he's the best.
Uh,
He's big and muscular, but not so big and muscular that he can't reach.
oh, come on. Unfreeze. Thank you. So he lay down, face down in the mud, letting the mosquitoes go to work on his back. Red's back was soon covered with insects, digging in, drawing blood, leaving welts. He didn't flinch. He laid there, letting the mosquitoes feed on him, and only occasionally looking up to say, quote, "I sure hope these mosquitoes over there ain't getting to be too much for y'all."
That's so hard.
To the men sheltering in the smoke.
I love Red Saunders. I hope nothing bad happens to him in the next paragraph.
This went on, but about 3/4 of an hour had passed. Something happened.
Oh no.
Red felt something bite his back, sharper and more powerful than he ever imagined.
Oh no, Red.
A searing, sharp pain bit into his flesh, and he heard one of the men by the fire yell out, "Galinipper!" He shot up, dove into the water, and stayed under the water till he was sure it was gone.
Now, I'm sure these men knew the story of what this was.
Yeah.
But I'm imagining Red Saunders not knowing what the fuck that means.
Yeah.
And just laying there and just feeling like he's been stabbed in the
Stabbed in
back.
his
And someone's like, Galinipper.
No, but he's from the area, so of course he knows about it.
Yeah, I know, but that's not as funny.
When Red finally crawled out of the water, the men told him how lucky he was to have survived. It was the size of an eagle that hit his
Now,
back.
an eagle's bigger than a hawk.
Eagle's bigger than a hawk. Red didn't know what.
Just like our local high school, East Jackson Eagles, I tied it back.
So there is a thing to this here. What he didn't know was that one of the coals had popped from the fire and landed in the middle of his back.
Oh.
And that's what he felt.
Oh.
Yep.
Well.
But wait, there's more.
Uh-oh.
Not necessarily to him, but there is some more to him.
That was the most confusing sentence you've ever said.
Yeah, I know. I know. Sorry, I gotta get that. Everyone else was laughing at him. He was quiet for about a week after that.
Yeah, probably just scratching.
Yeah, he didn't brag too much, and he scratched a lot.
Yeah.
Pretty soon afterwards, he began to tell everyone how he survived an attack from Galinipper, though.
I mean, I would too.
So this all ties to a tavern in Everesboro, which for years had a bird skeleton that they had replaced the beak with a bone that they had carved to look like a mosquito snout.
Hell yeah.
And a sign above it saying Everesboro Galinipper.
They pulled a fucking platypus on it.
Yeah.
I respect that.
They just went, oh, wait, hang on, we could sell this. There's a little bit more to that. Let me see if any of this is interesting, though. It was mainly meant to be a thing for tourists kind of thing, to warn them that, hey, the mosquitoes
are bad?
fucking bad.
Yeah, makes sense.
And it turned into a full story. But there are other versions of this that are not from, like, folk times in the 19th century. I have
One's from yesterday.
Tuscarora and Iroquoian, in origins of
Shut up, JT.
the Tuscarora were Iroquois people that were originally from the area south of the Great Lakes in present-day New York. Around 500 CE, they began migrating and settled in North Carolina.
Uh-huh.
Around the same area, the Cape Fear. And in their chief Elias Johnson in the 1800s of his tribe's history lore wrote of a mosquito as large as a man called Roteo, stating it flew about with vast wings, making a loud noise with a long stinger, and whomever it lighted, it sucked all the blood, killing him.
We've gone since the intro to this creature.
Yeah.
From that to now,
Yeah.
it was hawk-sized, and then eagle-sized,
And then it was a coal.
and then it was a coal, and then it was a man.
Now it's man-sized. Yes.
I don't like it.
Eventually, they
Bum, bum.
they got a bunch of warriors and
Wouldn't beat its ass.
went and beat its ass. Yeah,
Hell
they
yeah,
shot
dude.
its heart with they caught its heart with an arrow. And it spawned all the numerous small mosquitoes that inhabit the world today. Is that origin story?
I would never shut up if I was just out in my yard with a bow and arrow and I killed a mosquito with an arrow.
Yeah. There is a similar one from the Carolina Cherokee. However, in this version, it is a yellow jacket and not a wasp, or not a
Mosquito.
Yeah.
Worse.
Uh,
What good do mosquitoes do?
It was large enough to swoop down and pick up children and carry them back to its lair.
Oh no, dude.
A cave in western North Carolina. That means where the yellow jacket was. So, makes sense. And they smoked it out and got it.
Hell yeah,
They
dude.
built fires and smoked it out.
Hell yeah, dude.
Um,
Yo, big yellow jacket, do you match, bro?
There is one.
No, nothing.
No.
Okay.
I
was having-
I know. I was trying to focus though on having
No,
a hard time.
I wanted to have a weed talk about the big yellow jacket.
I was having a hard time focusing, and I was like, I have to focus on this right now.
All right, keep going.
Because
I'm
Gracie
sorry.
keeps going by and touching my leg, and that's a reset on everything every time.
Come here. You can come sit with me.
There is a species of exceptionally large and aggressive mosquito in this area that is Phosphoria ciliata,
Okay.
common name of the American Galinipper.
Oh,
So they named the mosquitoes after it.
sweet.
The big aggressive ones in the area. And that's gonna be it for my little bit I have here.
There's got to be some kind of good that mosquitoes do, right?
Their food. For other things, I have no clue. I think mosquitoes are a nightmare. We're gonna move to my next favorite part of this is where we look at all the bar graphs, and that's lovely. Gracie May.
No, it's fine.
For audio listeners, the cat is standing on his chest and rubbing faces with him.
It was very sweet. It was very sweet, and I loved every minute of it.
No changes in our top three. UK is still Still.
They're still
leading
number
all other
2
countries.
though.
Still number 2. States, though, you want to look at some states?
Oh,
We
I'd
haven't
love to
done
look
that in
at.
a very long
I'd love to
time.
look at some states.
California, number 1.
There's no way.
19%.
There's
and
no way.
I want to shout out Oxnard, because that's 64% of that.
Oxnard, California?
Mm-hmm.
Where the fuck is that?
Right? Sorry, but, like...
Huh?
Georgia, Ohio, Michigan, Texas are all above 5%, I would say. California eats up 19% of that.
I'm telling you right now, we've talked about this before because Oxnard was in my
Yeah,
you've searched
I'm
before
sure,
on
yeah.
Google Maps.
Oh, we did it a long time ago. We haven't looked at the states in a minute. South Dakota's our lowest listener.
That's fine. There's like 8 people there. Every time we do this, I try and I try and see if I can find a connection.
No, I do too. Listen.
I don't know.
I have no clue. Spotify's up over Apple Podcasts right now. So,
Hell yeah.
So Spotify users, leave your star reviews.
Leave your review.
Apple Podcast listeners,
Eat my ass.
you're almost. It's 16% to 21%. Come on,
Step your game up.
you're almost there.
Neither of us have Apple phones.
No.
We're not sheep.
In a dramatic change in the gender scale of our listenership.
No.
It's not that direction of
Okay.
dramatic.
The women-
81% female.
The ladies love the fucking Mothman.
That's so fucking goofy. Now, the age groups did change
Okay.
drastically. No longer 18 to 22 is our leading age group.
Good.
It is now 28 to 34,
Damn it.
with 50%. Yeah.
The 28 to what was it? 28 to what?
34.
28 to 34-year-old
23 to
women.
27 is like 11%. Here's your bar graph. Yeah.
Wait, does that say 0 to 17 has got a good chunk?
That's 7%. Children should not listen to this show.
Children should not listen to this show. Hey, if a
and
kid,
the elderly
hey,
do not listen to
yeah,
this show.
that's fair. Hey, if your kids listen to this out loud, turn this off. Turn this off. Restrict their media intake. What's
Yeah.
wrong with you?
We're idiots.
Not only that, I said I wanted a tree to eat my ass. And your kids
was a long
listen to
time
that.
ago.
That was a really long time ago, but I think about
They
it constantly.
But they could have grown up in that time, and now they can
now
they
they're
understand that.
now they're
you said
18.
that.
Yeah.
And it's like, oh no, now it all makes sense.
Now I want my ass to get eaten by a tree.
I can't see. Episode 1's still our number 1. Obviously.
0 to 17. What are you doing?
Yeah.
The thought that makes me real upset.
That anyone that age is listening to
I'm
this?
thinking that high schoolers are making fun of us, Levi.
That's fine.
And I know that they are.
Yeah.
I know that anytime a high schooler sees me, they've got many a reason to make fun of me. It's fine. Whatever.
It's fine.
The lady-
college students are also talking about us more than that, though.
The ladies love us.
And
the ladies love us.
them my age also love us.
Fuck you.
And older.
Fuck you.
I'm 29.
Oh
For
my
reference.
god.
Yeah.
I'm 26. I'm 26 and none of my friends listen apparently.
Yeah, I know, right?
Bunch of narcs.
That's how I know none of my friends listen. My friends are all male.
I don't get it.
I don't know who the fuck's listening to this.
I don't know. That's fine. I mean,
Anyway,
yeah.
you can follow us on social media. right
Yeah,
right after why the fuck would you listen to this?
That's what I feel like it's what every podcast does.
Yeah, for
What's
sure.
wrong? What's wrong with you? Why are you listening? I've got hair that is just tickling.
I want to point out though,
inside of my
iPhones do
nostril.
lead Android in this poll.
I mean, that makes sense.
But that means they're not using Apple Podcasts.
Yeah,
they're using Spotify.
Apple Podcast sucks.
Oh, does it? I don't know.
Apple Podcast sucks.
I haven't used Apple Podcasts since I had an iPod.
Yeah. So, well, it's not even really that Apple Podcast sucks, but Apple Music sucks.
Oh, okay.
So, people are gonna use Spotify for music.
Yeah.
And then why would they download Apple Podcasts when Spotify's already got it?
My, at the time, iTunes account disappeared at some point, and all my purchases went away, and that's when I went, I don't need an iPhone.
Yeah. Yeah, like my thing, because that's what I used to do is like, because I listen to podcasts to sleep.
Yeah.
The ones I was actively listening to, I listened to on Spotify, and then the ones I didn't, like that I would just put on to sleep, I'd put on Apple Podcasts.
Yeah.
But now I just do it backwards with Google Podcasts. I just put it on the Google little mini speaker up there.
What's Google Podcast app? It's not on here. Smart speaker. Windows.
Damn,
Who's listening to this on Windows?
there's something crazy. Wait, how? How do you even listen to this on Windows?
I assume that it means through through Spotify on Windows. I don't know.
I feel like that would count. Someone's got a Windows
Because
phone.
this is platforms. This is devices, not...
Oh, okay,
Yeah,
okay,
yeah, this is devices, not apps.
okay.
So they're just, yeah.
I was hoping that someone still had one of those Windows phones.
Hey, if you're
I
listening to this
know,
on a
you
Windows
love it.
phone,
You had one, didn't you?
I did. I
Yeah.
loved it. I had two. I lost one and bought a replacement.
Hell yeah, I really wanted one.
We lost it a night that we found a dead armadillo, and one of the people I was out drinking with swung it over his head.
The phone or the armadillo?
The armadillo.
That worse.
Yeah.
Those things carry so many
Yep,
diseases.
that's what we said, and he did it anyway.
And you were like, "Let me Google that." My phone.
No, and then I realized I had my phone. I was like, oh. It was I think it had a white back, so it was like it looked almost identical as to the iPhones at the time.
Oh, okay.
Yeah. And somebody just fucking stole it.
Damn, dog. That's wild. Stealing
They
a
just
Windows
couldn't
phone.
get into it though. They stole a Windows phone thinking it was their iPhone. And they just couldn't do anything.
How
because
disappointed
it was
were they?
garbage.
All right. Oh yeah, you can follow the show at Mothman Podcast.
I got rid of it also. Didn't get a third one because I wanted to play Pokemon Go and it wasn't coming to Windows phones.
Damn.
Yeah. You can. Yeah. What did you say? Which one did you do?
I did the show. You can follow
Oh, yeah.
me at Baby Mothman.
You can follow me at Levi Carver, LevisCarver.
When we make the eventual leap. Sorry, you can follow us on X.
Oh yeah, you can X us on X, and
Yeah.
I don't know.
Well,
This is
we'll-
stupid.
we'll-
Do the bird. Put the bird back.
Yeah, put the bird back. We'll make
at least
the
make it
jump.
blue.
We'll make the jump eventually.
I don't know to what, but
Yeah, me neither.
follow us on Twitch. At Skeleton Crew Gaming.
Yeah, you can also follow Corley, who did our artwork.
Also
on,
that.
on X at Lightchan_.
You can follow us on Twitch at Skeleton Crew Gaming. You can follow us on YouTube's multiple. We've got Skeleton Crew Gaming, which is the archive channel of everything. The Board Nerds channel is episodes of this show broken out individually, and other podcasts eventually, maybe. I don't know. Those are always kicking around. I have another show idea for the Big Brown Couch Gaming channel.
Oh, do you want to say it on here? Or do you want to do it during the break?
I'll probably do it during the break.
Smart. That way you don't tie yourself down actually doing it.
But-
Even though we constantly put out ideas on here that we
Yeah, this
never
is one I actually want to do, though.
Oh, okay,
And it's
alright.
one that I have done before, and it works.
Okay.
And we know it works.
Okay.
Anyway, you can follow Big Brown Couch Gaming.
Look forward to seeing that.
What else do we do?
Nothing.
Follow us on all those podcast platforms.
Yeah,
You can
leave us
tell
a
your
review.
friends. Give us stars.
I don't have access to Apple anymore.
Oh, yeah. I would have to log in somewhere on that.
Let me pull it up on my Apple Watch. Just kidding, I don't have one of those.
I don't know. We had like 9 5-star reviews on Spotify before, but I haven't checked in a little bit.
That's what I'm looking at right now.
You can also. What else do we do?
I feel like that's it.
Is that it? Is that all we do? Oh, you can
Oh, you
buy
can email
merch.
us. Oh,
BoardNerds.store. Our like hyperlink thing isn't working, I think, right now. I think Streamlabs fucked all that up.
Oh, good.
So I have to go and fix that. I'll just put the old BoardNerds.store link in for now. Bless
Oh my
you.
gosh.
She has terrible allergies right now.
Me too, girl.
Yeah.
Yeah, you can also email us
Yep.
at thatmothmanpodcast@gmail.com. Honey, are you all right down
Nah,
there?
she's sneezy. It's sneezy time of night, but she's not ready to bed.
You silly goose. But yeah, I think that's it.
Cool.
Thanks for listening, everyone.
Absolutely.
Thanks for watching if you watched.
Yeah, if you Spotify, this goes out on this video podcast now on there. So, cool.
Which I hate.
Yeah.
The only thing worse than listening to myself, looking at myself.
I'm just subscribed. I'm not listened to a single one.
I sometimes will put them on in the background, real quiet.
Yeah.
Yeah. And then I'll hear myself cackle, and I go,
Oh no,
gotta turn that off.
Yeah. All right, we'll see you guys next time.
Yep.
Bye.
Bye.